Hello.
は
Yellow. Oops. I was very loud to myself. We are waiting. Sorry for the long wait. I'm waiting for DaVinci to finish rendering a video. It's apparently taken a while. I don't want to start the game at the same time because then we'll stop dropping frames probably. I thought it's gonna be done before I start, to be honest. But it's been doing, the last 10% has been taking a while. I might get very hungry in the middle of this stream because I did not eat lunch since breakfast, but I'm not hungry at the moment. I have my protein drink in case we should get some water as well. Oh, we're done. I'll remove this and save project. Save the project and close the DaVinci, and now we can continue. Chapters. Raymond. Before Bernard ran clearing to the hotel was Raymond's hands. From everything I've heard, Raymond's style of running hotel was different from Bernard's as day is to night. Apparently in Raymond's time, the Clarendon could actually be fun. And he told me about the New Year's Eve when the power had gone out throughout the entire hotel, and everyone was in a panic. Raymond gathered all the night staff and all remaining guests into the ballroom, lit hundreds of candles, cracked open a crate of vintage wine, and threw an impromptu party in the dark. Staff and clientele were side by side, singing and laughing, and celebrating Link into morning, surrounded by candlelight. Raymond oversaw the whole thing, pouring wine and serving sandwiches of the finest lunch meats and cheeses found in the Clarendon's kitchen. It sounds like something from a different reality altogether. I thought my family was complex, and the Ledocks are on another level. Bernard allegedly kept Raymond out of jail and kept any word of his deviant ways from spreading, and for that he expected his brother to butt out of anything to go with managing the Clarendon. Poor Raymond. It sounds like he was in a tough spot, and Bernard found a way to exploit that. One second. Are they making noises in the game, or am I hallucinating? Okay. Okay. Let's do this.
Time to see what secrets that vent is holding.
Time to see. Oh, why is my sensitivity so high suddenly? Maybe it's the mouse setting actually. Ah. The game might have crashed. Well, that did not happen last time we played this. Let's try again. I should have known it would be as simple as walking, blah blah blah.
All right, let's open the vent.
Wrong way.
Oh, I guess I'm free to disturb room 508 now. But that's where Bernard and Linda were. Ew.
Ew, indeed. Also, imagine just making up the bed and not throwing away the sheets after this. This is the most disturbing part of the game. I thought there's something hanging on. Imagine. We're not actually changing the sheets. It is important to do our job while snooping. And not forget. Neither. Evidence of Linda's presence. Those towels do not look clean. Disgusting. It's disgusting. Okay. Clean, 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 clean. Clean. guess giving me an option to throw out the Bible is a bit too much for the game. Interesting picture. Okay. What would I have ordered from room service? Breakfast. Eggs Benedict probably. But no bacon. Baked ham and cheese maybe. Lobster. Definitely lobster tails. And salmon lobster tails. And chocolate cake. And ginger ale. There we go. We did 505. We did 506, I think. Now think for 507. Yes, we did 508, and we're currently in 509.
Another day, another dirty dish to pick up. I'm sure I'll find more laundry to add to the pile.
I wanna do a quick check before we progress the story. Can't actually throw away these, right? Is that yarn? Oh yeah, it is yarn that he is using for that. Birds of North America. Normal hobby. Why is it a clue? Fifth edition, Eaton. I lowered the mouse sensitivity to be better when I walk, but now it's a bit slow on the menus. Should be fine. Okay. Let's trust that we threw away enough. That's unrelated. 507 we don't go into right now. 508 we clean. 509 in the middle of. Excuse me. That was my pack. Chokki. Hey. C G meet, right? First, yes, meet me tonight in my room. Michael will be sleeping. We need to discuss.
Meet me tonight in my room. Michael will be sleeping. We need to discuss our plan.
Clarington Hotel reception desk. Andrew speaking.
It's me.
Hey, you got anything good for me?
Kinda.
I found another message written in secret code.
And?
It says, meet me tonight in my room. Michael will be sleeping. We need to discuss our plan.
Who's Michael? A guest's husband?
I don't know. It's the first time I'm hearing of a Michael in this story.
Yeah, the cast keeps getting bigger. I'll just check the logbook. There's a Michael staying in room 507.
Mrs. Beaumont's room? But she doesn't have a husband. She's here alone with... Oh! Michael must be her son. I got him some extra blankets the other day so he could build a fort.
That's really nice of you. So, Mrs. Beaumont is linked to the cruises, huh? I have a feeling we may be approaching the climax of this story.
I guess I
Are
should
we?
go have a look at 507, but it's not on my list. There's a do not disturb sign on the door.
How about I call up there? You know, to make sure no one's home.
Good idea.
Just a sec.
If it was me, though, and I had no disturb sign in my room, I would not pick up the phone. Even if I was in the room.
Well, it looks like the room is ready for your snooping, my lady.
Thank you, good sir.
But I guess
I'll call you
normal
back.
people would have picked up their phone if they were in the room. Normal, non-introverted people. Okay. Characters on Moon, Michael.
Looks like I'm headed to room 507.
Looks that way. I think I'll have a chance to deal with this room again a bit later. Snoopy Snooperson.
Looks like someone grew tired of looking at your face, Mr. Beaumont.
There is engraving on the side.
He's all but outright threatening you. Oh, I hope you can stay as
I just
far
met with your
away from
dumb
him as
lawyer.
possible.
You've got some balls to accuse me of all that, as if you were inapproachable yourself. Do you think I want to know when you spend your nights? But worst of all is all that you won't let me see my son. You won't let him tell me where he is. If you think you have a chance to get custody, you really don't know me well. I won't let you take Michael away from me.
Let's get to the bottom of this and find out what links these rooms together. A lovely shade of lipstick.
I don't think we should clean this if we are not supposed to be here, you know? The white cat.
Mr. Cruz, huh? Numbers, dates, times. What does it all mean?
1963, 1824, 1737, 4160, 1187. Huh. Indeed, what do these things mean? And his husband for now. Their relationship is not in a good place, but with lightly it seems his wife led their son and is now trying to divorce him. Mr. Beaumont is clearly hurt, but a wounded, cornered animal can be just as dangerous, if not more. I hope there's nothing behind his threats, but knowing that Anne and Michael have had to hide out in a hotel for a month isn't encouraging. This will probably mean something. If I could remember. The winds and the leaves that day made a sound that sounded like. A sound that sounded like? Really, Anne? The winds and the leaves that day made the tree whistle, a soft melody that came to my ear. I remember every part of this day, for it was the day we met. Jesus, this is bad. I was looking for my cat when I heard the sound of the leaves blowing. Why would you break up the word like that? In the wind, like a melody. Like a melody to my ear. On this summer day where I met you. It is right, or she's not.
That look in your eyes. What does it mean? And who's this from?
You don't need to know my name, but you've seen me. I've recognized that look in your eyes when you checked in. You and I don't need to make a fuss about this. You keep your wits about you, and I'll do the same.
Either a guest got a hold of our stationery, or this came from someone on the staff.
True. Huh? I don't remember this either. My memories.
Ah, that's so sweet. I didn't do much, but I'm glad it meant something to you.
Dear Sophie, thank you so much for taking care of our room every day and bringing us extra sheets. Mike and I want to give you a little something before we left. Sincerely, A. This letter has been sent to you and has been around the world 3 times. The one who breaks the chain will have bad luck. Mr. Smith received the letter in 1953, made 33 copies, and sent them. 3 days later, he won the lottery. Mr. Jones received it in 1956, made 33 copies, and sent them. 3 days later, he discovered an old treasure in his backyard. Mr. Williams received the letter and burned it. His wife and 3 kids died in the fire that very night. Mr. Green forgot the letter in a drawer and lost his job. When he found the letter again, he got a better job than before. In no case should this chain be broken. Make 33 copies and send them. You will experience great joy within 3 days. It's so funny that we had the same things in my childhood.
You almost look like Marcella. Sounds like this is from your school days, but the name of the sender is smudged.
Dear Anne, you're right. I miss the snow already. It's so hot right now in Texas. It's quite a shock after the cool weather in Montreal. My family has never seen snow before, and I could not find the words to tell them how beautiful it is. They don't understand what they are missing. I wish I could build my brothers a snowman like the one we built together a few weeks ago. I know it's childish, but I had not had that much fun in years. Christmas was exhausting. 9 days of eating, singing, dancing. It's great fun, but I'm glad it's over so I can rest a little. Of course, celebrations will resume for New Year, but it gives me a few days to relax. How are things going with your family? I know we don't get along well, but I hope you are still able to have a good time. I will leave for Montreal on the 8th. I can't wait to be back. I miss finding black cat hairs all over my clothes. I miss our late night studying sessions at Harry's. I even miss Sister Miller's classes, if you can believe it. I will see you soon, warm wishes. Probably Marcella.
Funny how some games really stand the test of time. I used to play this with Mom all the time. Funny how some games really stand the test of time. I used to play this with Mom all the time.
Adam or Eve. Bridget Boswell. A confession of shocking and forbidden love. A heartbreaking decision. Should Rose stay in a marriage that no longer makes her happy, or seek refuge in the arms of the woman who truly understands her? She has tasted the forbidden fruit years ago, and now she is all she can think of. But what will her family and society as a whole think of her if she turns off to a life of sin? Should she be condemned for entertaining the thought of leaving her husband, or pitied for having to make such a heartbreaking decision? Actually, there was exception.
Bridget Boswell. Didn't I say that name somewhere earlier?
I don't remember. Evidence. I'd rather throw this out, though.
So a husband can abuse his wife and just get away with it? And people like Linda still think divorce is wrong? Ugh.
Dear Anne, I've met with Louis. He has asked me to give you the enclosed letter. I think you should reiterate that some of your accusations, such as wife abuse, are not grounds for divorce in Quebec. I understand that you're hurt, but I don't think antagonizing your husband is very wise at the moment. Don't forget to be in court at 11 a.m. on the 20th. Be on time. Also, friendly reminder that my fees for January need to be paid before the end of this month. I'm happy to help you out, but I can't work pro bono on this. Asshole. Greta. The fastest way on rails through the Midwest.
So you were eager to set up a meeting, but didn't want anyone noticing.
I hope you're well in spite of the circumstances. We've been on the train for 2 days now. It's a long ride, made even longer by the fact I can't wait to see you again. We are scheduled to arrive in Montreal on the eve of Valentine's Day. I booked room 509. It's a marital suite. When we arrive, please refrain from talking to me until we can figure out a safe way to see each other. Say hello to Michael for me, M. Mrs. Bowman, Conjure Hotel.
Did Marcella send this?
She did indeed. Edens.
Oh, Michael. Adults can be so confusing. I promise it's not you.
I'm sorry, but Mom asked me not to tell you the name of our hotel. She allowed me to talk about our room, though. We have 2 little beds, a radio, and television. Mom let me build a fort. And the maid brought us extra blankets. She's really nice. The hotel is nice, too, but I miss home. I wish Mom and you could be happy. I wish everything could go back the way it was before, but Mom says it's impossible. She says she no longer loves you. Do you think she'll ever stop loving me too, Michael? I'm not sure if this is evidence, but just in case.
Locked. The key has to be around here somewhere.
This 509. The Marie letter. This one from Justin, so built reminds me. If I can find a key, I can take a look for myself.
You know the drill, Sophie. Let's sweep and snoop.
I'm not sure I remember correctly how to get the key.
That was taken in the lobby. The key for the chest must be around.
Must it? Oh, there it is. I'm blind slightly.
Aha! Keys are a Snoop's best friend. I'll need another key to unlock this. Haven't I seen one just like this somewhere?
And now we go look at the picture.
Ah, there you are. With Marcella. God knows where she is.
Clarington Hotel reception desk, Andrew speaking.
Hey, Andrew.
Sophie, crazy timing. I've got something for you.
Oh, what is it?
I heard a certain Mr. Cruz and a Mr. Morgan had an argument yesterday evening.
Really? Who told you that?
Jacques did. Apparently, it got so heated he had to get involved. And it sounds like I was on the right track, because he heard a particular word thrown around quite a lot. Can you guess what it is?
Cowabunga?
Blackmail?
Well, that was your theory, remember? No, it's affair.
Oh.
Affair? How bad was the fight?
I think Jacques got in the middle of it before it got too intense. But he said Mr. Cruz looked like he was about to kill Mr. Morgan. So Mrs. Cruz must be having an affair with him, right? And her husband found out?
Maybe,
I don't
but
think so.
that doesn't explain Mrs. Beaumont's involvement with Mrs. Cruz.
What do you mean?
I found a chest in room 507. I think it can only be opened by turning 2 keys at once. I found one of them in Mrs. Beaumont's things.
What about the second one?
Well, I remembered seeing a similar key in one of Mr. Morgan's stocking pictures, so I went back to check. Mrs. Cruz wears it as a pendant. It looks identical to Mrs. Beaumont's key.
Let me get this straight. Mrs. Beaumont and Mrs. Cruz own identical keys that open a chest with 2 locks?
Yeah.
Okay. There's definitely something going on between them.
Yeah, but the answers probably lie in that chest, and I don't think I'll be able to open it. I've looked around room 509. I would have seen the second key if it was there. Mrs. Cruz must have left with it this morning.
Probably.
We were so close. I can't believe it all ends here.
Well, if you get me a candle and some plaster, I may be able to do something about that chest.
How?
I'll tell you later, okay? Just find those things, and I'll meet you in the basement as soon as I can.
All right. Thank you for not giving up.
I would never give up on you.
Oh. Well, well, well. Confessions.
Plaster and candles. Well, half the hotel's under renovation. I should be able to find plaster somewhere around here. With the renovations, there has to be plaster somewhere on this floor. I should grab some before going down. This takes care of half of this little scaff. Blocking the stairs seems dangerous. What if the elevator breaks down again?
Oh, there are actually cars under. One sec. Yep. That's true.
Figures that if you were going to break any rules, it'd be the ones about which books you can or cannot read.
List of prohibited books to read: Les Miserables, an essay concerning human understanding, the Madame Bovary Critique of Pure Reason, Candide, Voltaire, and the Revolutions of the Heavenless Here's the second sex. Ego, Robert, Kant, Voltaire, Copernicus, Beauvoir.
What happened to you before you came to Montreal? Why don't you want to go back home?
Whose locker is this? Hello, my little ravioli. October 31st, 1957. I hope this letter finds you well. I've been thinking about you a lot, praying for you every Sunday and more. You're always on my mind. I hope you still like Montreal. I heard it's getting really cold up there. Don't go out without jacket and gloves. I know, you always rolled your eyes at me whenever I said that, but frostbites are no joke. I'm hoping you write back soon. The boys have been asking about you, and even though you think they like to make fun of you, I know they really do miss you. Everyone misses you. Nobody cares about what happened except you, my darling. Just come home whenever you're done doing what you're doing. I'd keep telling your father that God had the boldest plans for you and that it's his problem if he can't see that. I've always seen it, my angel. Marsha and the grocery store says let go and let God. I trust your faith, my son, I really do. Wherever it takes you, so long as you find your way back home. I'll cook you real ossobuco. When you do, that's something you can't find in Montreal. God is by your side, I love you, Ma. How about no?
Andrew? Gosh, I hardly recognized you. Guess this is from a different lifetime.
So I guess we are seeing these because we did not choose Andrew last time.
Fine. Keep your secret. People don't usually leave this unlocked. Beth definitely doesn't want more reasons to have to talk to guests, especially if it involves apologizing.
A convenient map with the convenient candle stash marked on the with an X.
Candles, candles, candles. I think Rebecca keeps a stash of them, but where?
Be like Mary. Mary always makes sure to wear her uniform properly. Very beautiful drawing. Even better. Be like Barbara. Barbara always wears appropriate makeup.
Tempting, but every penny adds up, Sophie.
Are you here to apologize? Apologize? I'm not the one who should be apologizing.
You're such an idiot. I can't believe that I fell in love with you.
Wait.
Ouch.
I want my mother's ring back.
Ouch.
There. I don't want it anyway.
Ouch. Oh. You reap what you sow, my guy. Maybe don't be a spineless idiot next time. Have you heard there's a famous movie director staying 602? Yeah, I was there when he checked in. I don't know who he is, but he must be pretty important because Bernard was almost licking his boots. He even let the man bring his dogs in the hotel. Is he shooting a picture in Montreal? I've heard he is here on a scout, but I'm not sure what it means. Maybe he's making a picture on Boy Scouts. Do you think he'll shoot in a hotel? I hope he does. Imagine we could meet famous actors like James Dean. Let's hope the director has supernatural powers because Dean is very much dead. What? James Dean is dead?
I'm not sure how the children are affected by what goes on at a bar on a Friday night. But I'm no lieutenant, so... Ah, my new home, according to Suzanne and Yvette. Wouldn't be surprised if everyone's a little bit more on edge today. Bad weather has a way of doing that. This is horrible. I don't think I'll ever understand what pushes people to go so far as killing. This must be Andrew's current read. Or one of them, anyway.
Witness for the prosecution. A play in 3 acts.
Syracuse. I guess Andrew went there on a holiday or something.
We do get more details just for one. Farmer's bookstore looking for the latest bestseller.
Don't worry, gossiper. I'm coming back to you. I still haven't learned all of Gracie Jones' secrets. Gotta hold on to these tight.
After forgetting them on the table for half a day. It has come to my attention that several guests have complained about a member of our staff going through their belongings in their absence. This has to stop now. Anyone with information regarding this situation should come to my office as soon as possible. I want the person behind this swiftly identified and reprimanded. Should no one come forward within a week, punitive measures will be taken against all of you. Thank you. Wow. I love the doodles. It's your job to report when others prank. It's your job to prank others. Sandra always greets clients with a polite smile, with a fork. Be like Satan. To whoever keeps stealing my lunch, I want my Tupperware back. For Susan. Wash your dishes, people? You are actually the cleaning crew. Many changes in here.
Have you asked Eugene? I told him fixing the window should be his top priority.
Oh, I'd very much like to speak to him, trust me, but I just can't find him. He's nowhere to be found. Gone. Disappeared. I don't know what on earth's going on today. Is it because of that goddamn snowstorm? Or was there something in the coffee?
Wait till you see what's coming.
The whole staff's completely off today. Jacques leaving luggage carts everywhere. Wendy asking for a day off. Andrew suddenly worrying about the floor tiles. Oh, and that maid? What's her name? Sylvie? I've never noticed how odd she is.
Sophie, you mean? I like her. She's a good girl.
You know what? I should call the city. Tell them they don't need to build that new madhouse next door. There's one right here.
True.
Oh, Bernard, it's not that bad. I'm here, aren't I? Come, dear. Let me help you forget about all that for a minute.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Well, this is reaching the voyeurism territory. I wish we could fire her. Let me open some lockers loudly. Rebecca, the VP gets a 6 to get on my nerves. He keeps ordering food that's not on the menu. We don't usually special orders, but Bernard was adamant that we make all of his wishes come true. Do I look like a goddamn genie? That's not even the worst of it, though. Every night he barges in the kitchen as if he was at home, asking for meat for his precious little terriers. Who feeds dogs $4 roast beef? I can't even afford $4 roast beef for myself. Bobby.
So you do have a stash of candles. But where is it?
Rebecca, the kitchen is out of power again, and I can barely see a thing. Bernard wants us to continue working, but I'm not risking chopping off my fingers for that blowhard. And didn't you start hoarding candles in the power storage? Since the last power outage. I remember you saying you never wanted to be caught in the dark basement again. Where is your stash? It's urgent. Please. Bobby. And then we found the map in his locker.
It's locked. Open sesame? Off limits. It's locked.
Guess there won't be anything new in there.
I'm good.
Now that I have my own. Wonder though if does it change if I do or do not place the master key in there. Rebecca, the washing machines are not broken. The problem comes from pipes. They're completely frozen. It's only a matter of time before they burst and flood the entire basement. I warned Bernard about this issue last winter, but of course, he only cares about renovating the parts of the hotel that guests can't see. Behind that nice facade, everything is crumbling. I'll see what I can do, but it's not maintenance we need. It's freaking miracle, Eugene. Movie script. 20 pence? Coins in loose change, cigarette pack, red land, paper note with numbers, black pen. $1.35 in loose change.
Ooh, is this a movie script?
More like just the cover. Change that will not catch enough in northwesterly direction. Needs more murders. Oh, killer tornado. Add killer tornado. Why cut this inside the nose? Part of the script. Best part of the script. See if James Stewart is available. To 16.
Maybe Bobby took some candles from Rebecca already.
There you go.
Got a candle. Now, what next? see if Andrew is around. Mr. VIP is really getting to Bobby.
Rebecca, I confess I'm out to commit murder. I don't care who he is, how rich he is, how famous he is. The VIP guest in 602 is goddamn psycho. He ordered room service this morning, but somehow the place got mixed up and he received eggs instead of pancakes. It happens, right? Well, the man rushed to the kitchen in a frenzy and yelled at us for 10 minutes straight, saying eggs are disgusting and he hates them. I should have told him he is disgusting and I hate him. I thought of spitting in his next meal, but before leaving, he swore he'd never order anything from our kitchen ever again. Without a shadow of a doubt, this is the worst establishment I have ever visited, he said with a pompous accent. If he ever sends his clothes downstairs to be cleaned, can you be a good friend and stitch all of his pockets? Any other form of sabotage will do too. I know you're creative, but just be careful to arouse too much suspicion, Bobby. I think I actually missed this last time. But why can we inspect this and...
I hope you managed to calm him down, Reb. The last thing the Clarendon needs today is a murdered guest.
I guess that's how it's connected. I wonder if there's like an option for Bobby to get blamed.
There you are.
I'm not sure I understand what the plan is here.
Well, I remember reading a spy novel, I can't remember the title, it wasn't that good, in which they used wax and plaster to make a key mold. I'm thinking we could do the same.
Are you sure it's gonna work?
Sure? No. In the novel, they used a special kind of wax, not candle wax. But I think it's worth a shot.
Yeah, you're right.
So let's do this, shall we? First step,
the sound of that. Terrible.
pour the wax, I suppose. Careful though, the pot's probably hot. That's it. Nicely done. Next step, better wait a few seconds before removing it.
Hold on. That's not what's next.
Looks good. Pretty sure you can take it out now. I think we're almost done. All that's left is to pour the plaster from the cup into the mold. Good job. So now we wait until it's dry, I guess.
How long do you think it's gonna take?
A few minutes, probably. We can poke it every now and then to check.
I bet you didn't think you'd be making a plaster key today, huh?
No. But I like it. I feel like I'm in one of those novels I spend my days reading.
Have you ever read banned books?
What do you mean?
You know, books banned by the church. I heard, Copernicus is a pretty interesting read.
Huh. Funny you should say that. It's on my list, actually. Although I can confirm it takes a more scientific mind than mine to enjoy it.
I suppose there's a reason why those books are illegal, right?
Well, the church did persecute Galileo for saying the Earth revolved around the sun, and not the other way around. So, even as a man of the cloth, I don't mind saying their judgment isn't always the best.
Oh, like 90% of the time. 99% of the time.
How do you get your hands on those books? It must be pretty hard.
Well, if you know the right people in the right bookstores,
snooper.
you can get your hands on just about anything.
Ooh.
It takes a lot of time and money, though. Sometimes these books come from halfway across the
young
globe.
man.
Really? It must be so nice for writers to know their books travel around the world like that. Have you ever thought about being one?
A writer? Oh, oh no. I'm terrible.
So you've tried.
I thought for a while it would be my true calling, but one of my roommates read my manuscript and assured me it wasn't for me. And what about you? Do you write?
Not really. I mean, I have this journal in which I write about my day and stuff, you know? And sometimes I scribble down some story ideas, but I've never had the time to properly develop them.
Hey, why don't you come over sometime?
Oh.
We could read each other's writing. What do you think?
Always.
Okay, why not? Just promise not to laugh.
I won't laugh at yours if you don't laugh at mine. But seriously, I'm sure you're underselling yourself. With all the things you see in guests' rooms, that brain of yours must be bursting with great ideas.
Maybe. We'll see.
Oh,
They
look.
will make a great
I think our key
writing
double is dry and ready to go.
husband and wife.
It worked. I could not have done this without you.
Well, I'm glad I was able to be of some help. I should get back upstairs, though. I've been gone far too long already. Let me know how it goes with the key. Oh, and you should probably be careful when you turn it. Otherwise, it could break inside the lock.
Yeah, I'll be careful. Thank you for everything.
You're welcome, Sophie.
Also, do get rid of the evidence, please. Thank you.
I've got 2 keys. Now, let's test them out.
Let's indeed. What a try. That's the very first one we clean, right?
Be careful, Sophie. You don't want this key to break. Unlike my favorite bar, this one was black. Her alliterative name will surely take you back. These two sure love their riddles.
In Atlanta, I noticed yours was pretty worn down, so I decided to buy you a new one. I hope you like it. And since you enjoy them so much, here's a little puzzle to figure out the combination. 2 5-letter words are the key, both related to our history. Like my favorite part, this one was black, cat. You're deliberate. Well, like from the first one, take the first two. From the last one, take the last two. I hope you get better. Try to rest today. I will bring you Lio Soup after class.
Marcella invited you to the movies. Let me guess. You said yes.
The postman always rings twice. Is playing at Lowe's Theater tonight. It's based on a novel I read a while back. I'm sure you would love it. Seeing as you like crime stories and murders so much, nothing creepy about that. Will you come with me, Em? I can be really lesson. In secret language, all I do is look at your lips and imagine kissing you. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Dear Anne, I have just heard Doris Day on the radio, and it made me think of you. I know how much you love Sentimental Journey. Counting every mile of railroad track that takes me back. Last time I was in Texas. It felt like coming home. Now strangely I feel away from home. I wish you were here with me. I always feel at home in your arms. I can hardly believe it has been 5 weeks since we last saw each other. Sometimes I wonder if I might be going crazy. You're always in my head. Everything reminds me of you. Not only songs on the radio, but silly things like flowers in our garden, the smell of your shampoo, or when people say the word darling, and I can hear you say it with your lovely French accent. Darling. My family seems to have noticed my own behavior, but of course I cannot tell them about you, even though I wish I could. I feel like climbing on the roof of the tallest building in Austin and shouting my feelings for you at the top of my lungs. God, I sound like a giddy teenager in love for the very first time. Maybe I am. Sometimes I'm scared that all this time with you was nothing but a dream too good to be true. I'm afraid that when I return to Montreal, I will realize you never existed. Or if you do exist, you do not remember me. I wish I had a picture of the two of us, so I would know for sure it was real. I long for your embrace, and the taste of your sweet lips. I love you, Em.
Doris Day. That's an alliteration, isn't it? Doris. I-S.
I-S. Dear Anne, I'm sorry it took so long to answer your last letter. Has it been 6 months already since I left Montreal? As you always say, le temps passivite? No idea. My parents are glad and I'm done with my studies. I always thought it was a strange idea for me to go to university. Now they want me to find a husband and have children like any other woman. I think I will. These past few months I had a lot of time to reflect on our relationship. You know my feelings for you, and I hope you never forget how much I love you. But we cannot hide our heads in the sand any longer. We were lucky our story lasted as long as it did, and foolish to think it would last forever. Our love is forbidden, and hiding it from my family is proving more and more difficult every day. You will always have a special place in my heart, but I will leave it time for us to go on our separate ways. You made me feel like a teenager. You made everything but the present disappear. Now I need to be an adult and think about the future. Sincerely, M.
Cat named Greta. G-R.
Geese. And Marcella were in love, there's no doubt about it, but then Marcella broke things off, feeling the burden of their secret. She felt that if they parted ways and hid all of this under lock and key, that she could have a normal life. Now Anne and Marcella both here in Clarkton, over a decade later, in adjacent rooms. I don't think their story is over just yet. According to one of the letters in the chest, Anne brought Marcella something that needs a 4-letter key to open. Could it be that case I found on Marcella's bed in 509? I need to figure out 2-letter words, both way down in Marcella's past. I like my favorite bar. One is a black carton of name should be taken back.
So GR from Greta and IS from Doris. Could that be the code for the case on the bed in 509? It's worth a try.
Mm-hmm. And she's not even pronouncing the S after in Greece. Greece. But also, isn't there a game with a name GRIS? MPG. This is not in alphabetical order.
That novelist, Bridget Boswell, is actually you, Marcella?
Dear Marcella, should I say Bridget? You know I prefer a good old crime story, but last week I came upon a romance novel with an intriguing title, and they were roommates. I bought it on an impulse on a train station, read it from a cover to cover during the journey. Can you imagine my surprise when I recognized our story? You may have changed the names and locations, but all of our moments are there. Our endless discussions in the dorm room, our first date at the theater, our trip to Quebec City. You often say writers are thieves, but I never do understand until now. It has been almost 10 years since I received your last letter. Letters that paint our relationship as nothing more than a summer fling. At first I could not believe you had written those words. Then I waited in vain for your answer, and had to accept. Your love for me had never been real. For many years I was broken-hearted, angry, confused. I questioned the nature of our feelings, of our attraction, and made many wrong decisions. But this book, your book, am I foolish to think it's proof you really love me? In any case, I hope you're well, and I'm happy to see your accomplishment, your dreams of being a writer. Just a sincerement.
Oh, Anne. Murder might be a bit much, but you deserve some kind of justice.
Dear Marcella, I didn't expect you to reply to my letter, but I am happy to see I was wrong. Your words have comforted me in a time of great distress. If only Lee was half the man you say Hector is. He has quite a temper and hits me frequently. I'm willing to put up with it as long as he doesn't hurt Michael, but there are some days when it becomes almost unbearable. The other day I dreamt of our first date. We were watching The Postman only ringed twice again, but suddenly we were in the movie. You were Lara Turner and I was John Garfield, and we were both plotting to kill my husband. I hate to admit it, but I almost hope it was premonitory. To answer your question, I do still have our box. My brother is currently in Atlanta for work, and I was thinking of going to see him with Michael next month. If you're able to meet me there, we could open the box together and laugh at the silly things we thought important all those years ago. I hope to hear from you soon. A postscriptum. Do you remember that secret language we invented to Sister Miller couldn't understand the notes we passed during her class? I still do.
I do like a happy ending. I just hope that's where your story is headed.
Dear Marcella, thank you for sending me a signed version of your latest novel. I think it's your greater work yet, but I do have a few comments to help make the next one even better. First, I believe Rose should be more concerned with what she deserves than what her husband deserves. He might not deserve the pain she will cause by leaving him, but they both deserve to be happy, and they won't be as long as they remain together, as long as she doesn't listen to her own needs. Also, I think it will be great if your next novel ended on a more positive note. Imagine if Rose left her husband and rode into sunset with Eve. Imagine if they went to New York or Los Angeles, some place where people like us are tolerated. Imagine if they got to have their happy ending. It would be the best story ever. I hope you will consider it. P.S. I know you say invisibility protects us, but don't you just wish to be seen sometimes? Wouldn't you like people to know you're Bridge? Possible to recognize you on the street, to recognize you for your work. Why not publish your next novel under your own name?
Oh, so you came to Montreal under the pretense of celebrating your wedding anniversary. But all along, you meant to reunite with Anne.
Dear Marcella, I left the house, I left Louis. I couldn't take it anymore, I couldn't lie anymore. How do you do it? How do you manage to live a double life to hide your work and your novels from your husband? I had so much less to hide, and yet... Michael and I are staying at the Clarendon Hotel, and we find a place to stay... Until we find a place to stay and the divorce is done. I don't know how long it will take. Could you come and see me in Montreal? I really need you by my side right now. I wouldn't put in past Louis to scour every hotel question region looking for me under his surname, so I've registered under the name Beaumont.
After all this, turns out you're a fan of Bridget? Of Marcella? That's a lot sweeter than I expected.
Dear Marcella, although you don't know me, I think I can safely say I'm your biggest fan. Your novels have literally changed my life. After the war, I spent almost 10 years in a psychiatric hospital because of panic attacks. None of the treatments were working, and I wasn't getting any better. I became friends with one of the nurses who started lending me books so I could pass the time. I didn't really like the first ones, but then I picked up Bridget Boswell's first novel, Your Novel. I had never read such a beautiful love story. It almost brought tears to my eyes. I immediately urged the nurse to get me more of your books. Believe it or not, the more I read them, the less panic attacks I had. The doctors thought it was their new medication finally working, but I knew the truth. Your novels gave me the courage to get in contact with Lindsay, my friend from the war. I had always felt for him the same way your characters feel for each other, but I had never dared telling him. Now I have, thanks to you. The thought of seeing him again is what motivated me to get better and to leave hospital. I hope to hear back from him soon. Unfortunately, we did learn that Lindsay was dead by the time he wrote him. After my discharge, I wanted to thank you for everything you've done for me. I've discovered Bridget was a pseudonym, so I'm tracking down Luke longer than I thought. Fortunately, I'm very patient and resourceful man, and I never give up. Do you think we could meet? I have so much to tell you all. That's a bit creepy, though. Dear Marcella,
I'm glad you were able to open up to Marcella like this. Everyone needs someone to talk to.
Dear Marcella, thank you for answering my letter. I realize how unsettling it must have been for you. Please forgive me for tricking your editor into giving me your address. I know I should have done that. I wanted to thank you as well for your encouraging words concerning Lindsay. I still haven't heard from him, and I'm starting to fear I might have the wrong address. I wish I could take a train to Virginia, but that's not an option right now, as I can barely pay the rent. I guess I will have to find a job. As a kid, I dreamt of being an actor, a Hollywood star. I know it's a foolish dream, but what else can I do? And what good am I at? What am I good at? I've tried getting some odd jobs already, but employers turn me down as soon as they learn where I spent the last 10 years of my life. If it continues like this, I'll probably end up on the street like so many of my army buddies. Why am I telling you this? After reading your books and getting to know you through them, I tend to forget I am only a stranger to you. I hope you don't mind. You seem to be a good listener, and I've been feeling rather lonely since I left the hospital. Anyway, please tell me more about your life, and do not hesitate to write long letters. I must have read your previous one 1,000 times already, Paul.
An advance on my salary. So Marcella hired you. But what for?
Dear Marcella, I've just received a letter from Lindsay's mother. She tells me he's dead. Words cannot even begin to describe how empty I feel. He died 2 years ago before I even sent my first letter. You will never know my feelings for him, and I will never know if you could have loved me back. I guess I should have known this would end in pain, just like your novels. I wish I had Lindsay's ability to find beauty everywhere. Even during the war, amidst the death and chaos, he would marvel in the forests of Germany, and the sun, the birds. He loved the birds so much, he could identify them just by listening to their song. I have to admit your proposition took me by surprise. I was hesitant to leave home at first. I was afraid to miss Lindsay's answer, but now there is nothing keeping me here. I am desperate for anything that will help me forget the pain, but I don't have enough money to make it to Texas. Do you think you could give me an advance on my salary? In spite of everything, I'm really excited to know I'll finally meet you, Paul.
Lindsay's a man. Yeah, I guess it was presumptuous of me to think otherwise.
So this was all a story about star-crossed lovers, with the lovers in question being Mrs. Beaumont and Mrs. Cruz?
Seems like it, yeah. But I'm not sure whether they chose to meet here just to reconnect for a few days, or if there's something more to it.
Actually, I think I can help with that.
Really? How?
Well, some mail just arrived here for Mrs. Beaumont.
Ooh. Let's commit federal crime.
I wonder what's in it.
Me too.
Should we open it?
Well, that's illegal, isn't it? But sometimes the mail arrives a little damaged, you know?
Yeah.
Oops.
So?
It's a tourism pamphlet for California and 3 train tickets. What do you think this means?
I'd say Anne and Marcella are probably planning to run away from their husbands. Those train tickets must be for them and Michael.
So you're on a first-name basis now, huh?
Well, after reading so much of their correspondence, I kind of feel like I know them, you know?
Yeah, like characters in a book. I have to say, though, I'm still a bit confused as to how Paul fits into all of this.
Turns out he's a big fan of Marcella.
He is? Why?
She writes pulp fiction under his pseudonym. I think her books gave Paul a chance to get out of his own head while he was staying in a psychiatric hospital.
I get it. Books have always been a way to escape for me too. But why did he have pictures of you?
We'll probably never know. I think the trail ends here.
I guess investigations in real life always have some loose ends. I was kinda hoping we'd have this big third act reveal, to be honest.
At least it made our day pretty interesting.
That's for sure. It helped me understand you better, too.
Oh?
Why you snoop, I mean. Piecing together people's stories, learning what makes them tick. It makes you realize we may have more in common than it seems.
You're right. Which is why the next story I'd like to learn is yours, Andrew.
Oh? Am I gonna find you snooping through my apartment next?
Definitely.
No.
Definitely.
I would love to share my story with you, Sophie. You're the first person in a long time who's made me feel like I can. Would you come and see me when your shift ends? We could leave together, if you'd like.
Sure. If we're able to. With all that snow, I'm thinking maybe we'll have no choice but to spend the night here.
I guess that wouldn't be so bad. We could set up a pillow fort on the mezzanine.
A pillow fort? We do work in a hotel, you know. There are actual beds here.
Oh, I wouldn't be sleeping.
Ooh.
I've got a reading list the size of the Eiffel Tower. This would be the perfect chance to put a dent in it.
That does sound like fun. I could bring my magazines and, ooh, maybe light some of Rebecca's candles.
Now I kinda hope we do get stuck here.
I just have to finish my tasks for the day, and then I can leave.
Just in case. Never know. Never know what's... gonna be used against you in the court of law. One check. One check. I don't know. Imagine.
No combination, no entry.
To 16.
No combination, no entry.
I wonder. Uh-oh. I can't turn away. Excuse me, I'm a bit stuck. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's face the music. Yep, lots to clean. Lots and lots to clean. Hello, Mr. Cruz. If I'm not mistaken. Or is it the other husband? I forgot.
Mr. Cruz?
Mr. Cruz. He does look like Bernardo.
Mr. Cruz. Oh God. Oh God. What happened? Mr. Cruz's life insurance policy. Why did he have this on him? Marcella? Okay, let's not jump to conclusions. Is this about Paul? Does that mean...
Dear Mr. Cruz, thank you for reporting that guest's unacceptable behavior. We will look into it as soon as possible. However, I regret to inform you that we cannot divulge guest's personal information regardless of that guest's behavior. This kind of restitution will throw away. This renew policy at least 1 month before the expiry date. What happened? I was on the 5th floor and heard the elevator door ringing repeatedly, so I went to check it out. I found Hector's body between the elevator doors, lying on a pool of blood. I checked his pulse and couldn't feel anything on his person, with 2 pieces of paper, a letter from Bernard and a copy of Hector's life insurance policy. No. Scheiße. Did not mean. Like, we had to throw some shit away here. Such as an incriminating letters. Honestly, like the first time I play this, I did not throw away because, like, this is a personal correspondence in a room that is completely unrelated to the murdered person. You'd think. Why would they look for evidence in here? But apparently...
I have to get the power back on.
Apparently.
Hello? Is anyone in? Hello? I need help.
Imagine after all this, I get even...
These look like Marcella's pearls. What happened here?
I give it even worse ending then.
A, B, and Beaumont.
I did the first time around. Just completely not out of realm of possibility.
Poor Paul. Lindsay's death really hit him hard. He hasn't been in the best headspace.
Montreal's much bigger than I had expected. Big cities always make me feel lonely. February 14th. And the feeling was only exacerbated this morning by the fact that everyone around me was speaking in a language I could not understand. I bought an English-French dictionary on the train station, but I don't think I'll need it after all. English speakers seem more common in the downtown area, thank God. The hotel is nice. When I arrived, the whole staff was busy getting ready for some big event. It wasn't until I saw Marcella enter the lobby with a flower bouquet that I realized today is Valentine's Day. Hector and her were gone in a flash, and I was left feeling more alone than ever, wishing Lindsay was here with me. Helping Marcella out these past weeks has been a great distraction, but it still hurts so much every time I think about him. I had hoped the pain would have gone by now. I'll probably need a double dose of Milton to sleep tonight.
So Paul just needed to pass the time while Marcella was away. That's why he was observing us.
Today I wanted to follow Marcella and Hector out of the hotel, but the sidewalks were so packed with people that I started having a panic attack. I tried taking a cab, and that's when I realized I was all out of money. It's been a while since Marcella's last payment, and the hotel room was more expensive than I had anticipated. I couldn't resort to selling the camera, so I decided to pawn my victory medal instead. It was hard letting it go after so many years, and yet it also felt strangely liberating. Maybe it's a sign I should be holding on to past so much. To fight boredom until Marcella and Hector's return, I started looking at the hotel staff. I heard Andrew and Beth and the reception desk discussing books and movies. They both seemed like nice people. I wish I had found the courage to join their conversation. When you look at people all day and they never look back, you start feeling invisible. I noticed that Sophie, the maid in charge of cleaning the 5th floor, seemed to share my interest in other people's lives. Maybe I should try talking to her.
Paul was hiding out right here. Did he ever find the person who was sneaking out at night?
Who is sneaking out of their room every night? The question has been driving me crazy since my first night in the hotel, so tonight I decided to investigate. I found a hiding spot near the ice machine, with a nice view of the whole corridor. My camera is at the ready, but there has been no movement for at least 3 hours, and I am fighting not to fall asleep. No need for Milton tonight. I thought being a detective would be more exciting. Maybe Marcella's right. Maybe it's time to let go of Mr. Spade.
9:45? So Anne and Marcella met here this morning while I was busy cleaning room 504.
I awoke at 9:30 am and realized I had fallen asleep sometime in the early morning. I was about to go back to my room when the guest from room 507 came to sit on one of the chairs close by. She's been there ever since, and I don't care to leave my hiding spot in front of her. Marcella joined the guest from 507 around 9:45. Apparently she told Hector she didn't love him anymore, and he's convinced she's been cheating on him. That explains why he assaulted me out of the blue yesterday evening and accused me of having an affair with his wife. The guest from 507, I've learned her name is Anne, has just said she might have an idea of how to solve their problem. I'm thinking of revealing myself, but I don't want to anger Marcella. The longer I wait, the more awkward it will be when I come out. Maybe I should.
Looks like Paul had to stop writing in a hurry. What happened? I was listening to the radio at the time. Did the music drown out the noise? Oh, so Paul's work with Marcella was to follow her around like a private investigator, to help her with research for her novel.
Dear Paul, I'm sorry to hear you in such dire situation. You seem to possess a lot of useful skills. That shame employers can see past their medical history, but don't despair. I've been writing novels for almost 8 years now. My publisher takes most of the sales revenue, but I was still able to collect a substantial sum of money over the years. Now I would like to use that money to hire you. I'm getting tired of romance novels and thinking about branching to crime fiction. As a sort of research, I would like you to follow me around town, take notes of my comics and goings. Remember, this is a very unusual job, but considering you were able to track me down, I believe you would make a great private detective. In addition to your salary, I would cover all work-related expenses, and you would, of course, be the first to read the manuscript once it's finished. I should have said a bit earlier, but I wonder what happens if we leave this and not throw it away. Like, you'd think that note should not be incriminating. It actually proves that he was not a stalker, because he has a like the map on the wall we cannot throw away. And he gives him a reason to be in here in the hotel, unrelated to the murder. Oh, wait, I didn't read till the end. Hope spying on me isn't proving too exhausting. You've really inspired me so far, and I already have tons of ideas. The trench coat you bought are very nice set. You look straight out of film noir. I also noticed you started smoking. It's probably another way for you to get into character, but maybe that's pushing a little too far. You know the best, of course, but don't pick up drinking next. At this rate, I should be able to start writing in 2 or 3 weeks. Thanks again for your help, Paul, why did you follow me to Montreal? I already told you it don't require source anymore. Okay, since we see the last one, let's throw it away.
He followed Marcella to Montreal even though she was done with her research.
This might be incriminating.
No answer. Andrew must be busy trying to restore the power in the lobby. It's too big. I guess I'll need something pointier. Think, Sophie, think. What can you use to open the fuse box?
The murder weapon, apparently. Nothing else at all to use in this whole hotel to open the fuse box besides the murder weapon.
Okay, this looks like something I can use to open the fuse box. It's too big. Like that worked, thank God. Now, to get the power back, Eugene.
There's
what
power
I would give to have you with me right now.
I'm busy preventing another part of this
Your
hotel
note will
from
have to make
collapsing.
do.
Here's what you do. Check fuse box plan for required amperage for each socket. Remove all brown fuses from sockets. Tips brown fuses are usually blown. Blown, not brown. Hello, Japanese. Blackened. Screw new fuses in sockets. Make sure amperage is correct. Kick the big lever to restore power.
How did this end up here?
509, 23, 42. $23, 42, something.
Yes, this is what I need.
15, 25, 25. A. How do we? Like that. 30, 20. No. And 20 would be S. Before we go though, where's the 216? Uh, 23. 42. 23. 42. 16. You ruined my life, you fucking moron. I lost my house, my family, everything, and now you refuse to pay me the money you owe me. For years I gave you my hard-earned money and only for nothing. I hope you and all American burn in hell. 4 members of the family died in residential fire last night. According to police, the firefighters' flames were seen coming from the 2-story house by a neighborhood at 3 a.m. It took fire this long to extinguish the blaze. The bodies of a woman and 3 children were found in the house. Police identified the victims as Meredith Williams, 32, and their children Thomas, David, and Sarah. Samuel Williams, the husband, managed to escape the house unharmed.
The bodies of a woman and 3 children. 3 children? Oh.
Mm-hmm. Can I not throw away the keys from my inventory? I feel like I'm slightly screwing myself over with. Not throwing away the keys. Yep. Okay, if something terrible happens, I saved a couple times in this part. So let's hope we would be able to come back. Samuel is a client of Hector Cruz. He lost his wife and 3 children in a residential fire, but Cruz's company refused to pay in the insurance claim. Holding Hector responsible for his current situation, Williams has been sending him death threats, and it will seem Hector the threat seriously enough, considering he brought a gun on his wedding anniversary trip. Now, if mine is correct, I would see Williams is staying in the Clarington room 504. Those 3 singed teddy bears that I saw in his room when cleaning it this morning, at first they seemed a little odd, but now they were downright tragic. Did Williams act on his death threats, or is he responsible for Hector's fate?
Power's back. Now I should go down to the lobby. Call the police. Is there anything I've forgotten? Once I leave this floor, I probably won't be able to come back.
Is there? Let's throw away. Just check 519. Throw away that. Throw away this. I wish I could throw away the keys from my inventory, to be honest. What if I'm searched? Surely hope so. Well, if we fail, we might be able to try again.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
If I threw away something I shouldn't have thrown away, we might have bigger problems. Hello? I returned to the bar and the 6th floor was still in the dark. At least it was able to make it to the lobby. I had to move Hector. It was something at the bar that happened made me think of Mom. How many times did she have to move someone after they succumbed to a fatal wound? Did she ever get used to it? Oh, Mom, I wish you were here right now. I have to call police and let them know about Hector. The phone's perception should work.
Phone. I need a phone.
Oh. You're just bugging. It's just a bugging out.
Andrew? Where is everyone?
Montreal Police Service, Station 22.
There's a man dead. He's been murdered. I need the police.
Please stay calm, ma'am. Where are you right now?
The lobby, but the body, it's upstairs.
Can you give me the address, please?
1178 Drummond Street.
All right, ma'am. Officers are on their way.
Thank you.
A bit dumb. Slightly dumb.
Is this the brochure Andrew was talking about? The West Coast. That's about as far from Montreal as you can get without crossing an ocean. So Anne and Marcella really are planning to run off together. Was what happened to Hector part of their plan?
You'd think.
Why does the VIP want to meet with Paul? Maybe he fell for his role-playing and wants to hire him as a private investigator.
I'm not sure how that was relevant to us, to be honest. But just to be on the safe side. This part we definitely can replay.
Hey, you're here. I've tried restoring the power, but I think Eugene's the only one with the key to the fuse box, and Sophie? Don't worry, I'll find a way to bring the lights back on. Hey, you look a bit pale. Is everything okay?
I found Mr. Cruz. Hector.
He's back? How's he taking that whole thing with his wife?
You don't understand. I found his body. He's dead, Andrew.
Jesus. Maybe you need to sit down, huh?
That's an interesting reaction.
Did you call the police?
Yeah, they're on their way.
What happened? Was he sick or something?
No, I don't think so. Someone did this to him.
You mean...
Jesus. Yes. Jesus did this to him.
Could be Paul?
What about Anne and Marcella? Their affair is a pretty good motive. I also found a letter from one of Hector's customers. He seemed really angry. I guess it could be him as well.
The police will want to ask you a lot of questions. You may want to be careful about what you tell them. With Paul's history of mental illness, there's a good chance they'll suspect him even if he didn't do it.
What are you saying?
What I mean is... that spending some time in a psychiatric hospital doesn't make you a murderous psychopath.
True.
But for some reason, that's what everyone seems to think. The police especially.
Yeah. I hadn't thought of that.
I did.
You know, when I was 19, I studied to be a priest. But I felt so lost. I couldn't enjoy the things I used to like. I could barely get myself out of bed.
Depression?
So I ended up going to a psychiatric hospital. And the doctors, they helped me get back on my feet. But when I returned to my hometown, it was like I had become a complete stranger. My mother kept telling me I was making it worse in my head, but I swear, people were changing sidewalks when they saw me. Looking at me as if I was this dangerous creature all of a sudden. That's why I didn't tell you that.
What?
Call it coincidence or fate. But that psychiatric hospital, it's the same one Paul went to. I've met him there. Talked to him a bit. I'm sorry I didn't say anything before.
It's okay. I get why you didn't.
You do?
You know how I tell everyone that my mom's sick, bedridden? Well, it's true, but I always leave out the part about her illness not being physical. I'm ashamed of the truth. So even though I don't know exactly what you went through, I can understand.
Thank you
for telling me. I know it's not an easy thing to talk about, but if you ever want to talk about your mom, I'm here. They're here. Promise me you'll be careful with the information you share.
Oh, we will try.
Yeah.
It did not went well last time. Last time it did not went well.
Miss Roy? Miss Roy? Miss
Second.
Roy!
Oh, sorry. I was distracted.
I really need you to focus right now.
Do you know?
I don't want to be here all night, and I'm sure you don't either.
No. No, I don't.
So, as I was saying, we're trying to ascertain the circumstances of Mr. Cruz's death. Can you tell me how you came to find the body?
I was cleaning room 509 when I heard the elevator bell ring. Again and again and again. I thought maybe a child was playing with the doors, so I went out in the corridor, and that's when I saw him. All the blood and...
Why was the elevator bell ringing?
I'm sorry?
You said you heard the elevator bell ring. Why was it ringing? I assume it wasn't a child after all.
Well, Mr. Cruz's body was preventing the doors from closing.
Really? When we found the body, it wasn't that close to the
Had
doors.
to move it.
Oh, the stairs are blocked because of the renovations, so the elevator's the only way out of the 5th floor. I had no choice but to move the body. Just a little.
Ah, so that explains the traces we found. Thank you for clearing that up. So, what did you do after that?
Well, that's when the power cut. So I had to go to the janitor's closet.
To access the fuse box.
Exactly. I changed a few fuses and turned the power back on.
But there's a lock on that box, isn't there? Did you have the key?
Nope.
No, I didn't. Only Eugene does. But I thought an ice pick might do the trick, so I went to the ice machine to get one.
You're a size 7, I suppose.
Yes, I am. Why?
What did you see when you went to the ice machine?
There was blood. A lot of it.
Did you touch anything?
No. No, nothing.
That's weird. It sure looks like someone poked around the crime scene. Oh well. We'll know more once the fingerprint analysis comes in, won't we?
True.
So, what did you do after restoring the power?
I took the elevator down to the lobby. That's where I called the police.
Do you remember what you said to the operator? The exact words.
No, I'm afraid I don't.
You said, there's a man dead. He's been murdered.
That's possible.
What makes you so sure it was murder?
Well, he was bleeding out.
Well, I know about Mr. Cruz's angry customer. The one who sent him death threats.
Oh, yes, we found those. But the customer in question lives back in Texas, so there's no way he could have killed Mr. Cruz.
Actually, I think he may be staying at the hotel.
Have you encountered him?
No. In room 504, there's a guest who seems to be traveling alone. Yet, he has these 3 teddy bears in his room. Mr. Cruz's customer lost his 3 children in a fire, and these bears are slightly burnt. So...
An interesting deduction. I'll look into that. But how do you even know about the death threats?
Mr. Cruz told me the other day.
Really? Was he in the habit of talking about his personal life with hotel maids?
I really can't say what his habits were, but he seemed to like me.
Then maybe you'll be able to answer 1 or 2 of my questions.
I'll do my best.
Maybe, maybe not.
We've learned from one of your colleagues that the victim had a fight with a guest named Mr. Spade. What can you tell me about him?
I don't really know anything about him. He seems nice, though.
You wouldn't be trying to protect him, would you, Miss Roy? Because that could land you in jail.
No.
No.
No, I'm not.
Let's try something else then. The victim's wife, Marcella Cruz. Apparently she left in quite a hurry this morning. What can you tell me about her?
Nothing.
I don't know much. Only that she looks like a loving, caring wife.
Does she? It's very odd. Both Mr. Spade and Mrs. Cruz are prime suspects in this case, and yet we have very little evidence on either of them. It's almost as if someone has cleaned up after them.
Uh-oh.
I really hope I'm wrong, though. Because if I'm right, that would be obstruction of justice.
Ouch.
And the people, or person, responsible could face very serious consequences. But hey, I guess we'll know soon enough.
Am I going to jail? I might be going to jail.
Bernard sounded really dejected on the phone. Time to see what that's about, I guess.
Police on their way. Now imagine we'll be segregation in police precinct and always like something's out of crime film. The kind of scene you watch and wonder what you would do if you were in that character's place. Detective Temple made it very clear that anyone who cleaned up after the guest involved in the case was committing obstruction of justice. Was he bluffing, trying to scare me, or should I really be worried about what's coming? Even though being alone with my thoughts since hotel closed 2 days ago, according to the papers, the police are still investigating and haven't made any charges yet. I just hope they take the time to get right. The last thing this whole ordeal needs is an innocent person put behind bars. Anyway, this morning I got a call from Bernard, calling me into hotel. He sounded really exhausted. I wonder how it feel waking to the character after everything that happened.
Let's go see what Bernard wants.
I do have a bad feeling.
It'll probably be a while before the hotel reopens.
I'll go empty my locker.
Andrew!
Hey.
Are you
Why
okay?
is Andrew fired?
I've just been fired.
Why?
What? No,
It's okay. I just need some time to process it. I'll be on the mezzanine if you want to join me afterwards.
yeah. Yeah, okay.
Why Andrew? I wonder if our helper gets fired regardless of what we do.
Oh, right. Come in. So, I suppose you know why you're here?
No.
I'm not sure, actually. Your phone call was a bit vague.
Well,
Vague.
I prefer to have this conversation in person.
Are we getting fired too?
As you may be aware, the hotel's reputation has taken a solid hit. We've been mocked and ridiculed by the papers. It's truly humiliating. And that's not even the worst of it. With a story like this, guests may not flood through our doors again for a very long time. If ever, I may have no choice but to sell the hotel. Just years of arduous work gone down the drain. Anyway, it's clear now that we're going to have to tighten our belts for at least a couple of months, which means cutting off dead weight.
I suppose I'm the dead weight.
Yes.
Oh.
I mean, not you specifically, but some of your colleagues certainly are. From what I've heard, you've been quite the exemplary maid lately. Clean rooms, satisfied guests.
I take my job very seriously, sir.
As you should. We'll see for the future, but for now, you'll be allowed to continue working here.
But Andrew is not.
Thank you.
I'm not done. The police have finished their investigation and left a mess on the 5th floor. I want you to clean it up.
You want me to go back there?
Yes, why not?
I found a dead body on that floor. I'm not going back.
I'll make this simple for you. If you don't do it, you're fired.
Oh. What is the better? Should I go with Andrew? I wish we could save now.
You can't fire me. Because I quit.
Sure. I fire you, you quit. It's all the same to me. Just make sure to empty your locker before the end of the month. That'll be all.
I'm sorely tempted to play this game until we get Linda and Bernard fired.
Hey.
Hey,
What a week.
you don't say. So what did Bernard want with you?
Well, he was being kind of a jerk, so I quit.
You what?
I quit. I figured there was no point in staying if you were leaving.
I'm flattered, but that really wasn't necessary.
I think it's for the best. Did Bernard say why he was firing you?
Oh, well, he told me I wasn't as efficient as I used to be. Gave me this ultimatum. I said I couldn't handle any more pressure, so he showed me the door. With his new budget cuts, I had a feeling something like this would happen.
So, what's next for you?
I think I'd like to be my own boss. No more Bernard looking over my shoulder. I've had this dream for a while of maybe opening a bookstore.
Let me work in
I'm
the bookstore.
surprised.
It just makes so much sense. I'd be able to combine the two things I love most, reading books and helping people. Granted, helping people find books is a far cry from helping them find God, but...
You'd
My
be
mom likes to
surprised.
say there's no job too small. Plus, just by the way you're talking about it, it's obvious it didn't make you happy. And that's what really matters, I think.
Yeah, you're right. Thank you. I'm really glad I have you in my life.
Me too.
Although we can still go to jail.
What do you think will happen to them?
Who?
Sorry, my mind wanders sometimes. I meant Paul, Anne, and Marcella. Do you think
Karma is missing.
they'll be released?
What do you think?
I don't know. I wish they'd get a happy ending, but I'm not sure it's that kind of story.
I'd like to believe it is. I think Paul becomes a famed photographer. He gets his own studio and decorates it like a hotel bathroom. As for Anne and Marcella, they move in together. But they keep leaving each other notes in the vents. You know, for old time's sake.
I like it.
Write a book about it.
Maybe you should write that.
See?
Maybe I will.
Great minds think alike. Uh-oh, I think they're coming to arrest us.
It's that detective. What's he doing here?
I think we're going to jail.
Let's not make a scene, all right?
Okay.
A scene? What's going on?
Andrew, it's okay.
I warned you where obstruction of justice would get you, Miss Roy. So here we are. You're under arrest.
Holy
What?
shit.
This is nonsense. What are you doing? You can't just... You can't... They can't just...
Uh-oh. Thanks to your actions, the real culprit ended up in prison. Discharged client charged in the Clarendon Hotel murder case. Okay. Paul avoided prison. Method acting. Okay. This is California, and in Marcella avoided prison. Okay. Beautiful. With no deviants to blame for his failure, Bernard gave the hotel back. Bye bye, Bernard. Also great. The bed you made ended up in prison. I wonder for how long. And we are out. Okay. Now, the real question is there a sweet spot when you can still save the people you want to save and not get to go jailed? Or is it the trade-off? As in, you have to go to jail if you want to save the people you want to save. Where is my Steam account? Let's check some achievements and how many of them we have still locked. Library. Nope. First maid we made. $24 out of 33. There is an option to dead and gone. No one was sent to prison. Police is an impasse. Wonder if no one sent to prison involves me, or does this unlikely play destroy so much evidence that let me lower the music a little bit. I think the best way actually would have been for me, I'm a bit dumb so I didn't do it, to play until the murder place without throwing anything away, then save, and then use that point to make a different variations of throwing stuff away and seeing what's gonna happen. Mega save before using the key down. Can I get rid of the evidence? Well, that doesn't make sense. We could... I don't know, I think I only have how many? 9 achievements left. One of them is collectors, which I should have had after 2 playthroughs. One of them is, for some reason, includes me not having any money, so I have no idea how to make that one. Put money in my tip jar. Get Wendy fired and stay in the hotel. The one I wanted to get this playthrough was to save Wendy and fire Linda. Unfortunately, I deleted the writing on the wall. Anyway, I think, to be honest, I do have a few questions about the things we throw out and don't throw out, because, why, after the first playthrough, when I chose not to throw out a lot of things, I made my choices based on, logic that even if these things are sort of incriminating, there is no reason for police to snoop around private suitcases of the guests not related to the murder victim. Like, for example, Anne and her son. I shouldn't really need to throw out their things, because why would police snoop through their things if I throw out everything in Marcella's room? Because, for example, police did not snoop through 504, which was the insurance victim's room, until we told them to. But they did snoop through, apparently, through Anne's room for no reason. Well, that's interesting. I do have a few saves if I really want to 100% this game once. Although honestly, it also involves not saving Eugene and staying on job, so probably not. Anyway, thank you for coming by. I hope you enjoyed the story. I love these kind of games, and I will see you next time in a few. Bye bye, bye bye, bye bye, bye bye. See you.